Hey there, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Lexi, and today I just wanted to share a catch-up video for a card collab that I participate, a monthly card collab that I typically participate in here on YouTube. But the past few months have been just a little bit crazy, chaotic, all of the above. And I just really haven't had a lot of time to sit down at my desk. And honestly, I haven't had a whole lot of, I don't know if you just want, I just haven't been necessarily in the mood or mind space really to do a whole lot of crafting. And typically, I really enjoy this card collab because even if you don't have a whole lot of time, you know, it's nice to just sit down and make at least a card. And every month we have a monthly theme, and so you kind of have something to go with versus just sitting down and figuring out, you know, what you want to make. So I really enjoy the collab, and things are sort of slowing down a little bit and getting kind of all in a row, sort of, or so it feels. So I wanted to go ahead and catch up with the months that I missed for the monthly card collab. So like I typically do, I'll go ahead and leave the links in the description box below for the ladies that host this collab, as well as other ladies that participate. And if you want to go catch up, or if you're just needing a little, you know, card making inspiration, all of these ladies are really fun crafters, and they all have very, you know, unique and different styles. And so I think that's what is so fun just about crafting in general, is how, you know, you can be given one word or one theme and can have so many different variations on that. So, okay, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to go ahead and jump in. So I'm going to share my cards that would be for the month of August and the month of September. And then my goal is next month in November, I will go ahead and have made the October themed card as well as the November themed one. So for the month of August, the theme was magical and mythical. And I do have like some unicorn stamp set, but I, when I was looking through my paper, I saw this Stay Magical paper pad from Recollections from, I don't know, a few years ago, I'm sure. And this is just a little 6x6 pad. I like these 6x6 pads, especially for like card making when you don't need a whole 12x12 sheet. Anyway, so that is what I used for the papers. And the first one, I love that these papers are like holographic. I think those are super fun. This was one of the 6x6. This was like the middle of the paper, and then it had a little, you know, detail on the corners, so I just kind of cut out that middle part. Use this little holographic diamonds in the back, and then I did cut out a couple of diamonds, and I just kind of popped them up on some dimensionals to kind of add a little layer, a little dimension to the card, and then I just added a few little stickles to the flowers on that unicorn. So, and I did leave it blank. I tend to leave most of my cards blank, so that you can either turn it into a note for any occasion, or if you do want to use it for, you know, a birthday or thank you, then I typically just stamp the sentiment right before I'm going to use it. So that was my first card, and then I went ahead and made sort of a mermaid themed one as well. This, I believe this was either a cut apart or another one of the pages where this was in the center of the 6x6. And I just thought that was pretty, and of course the holographic is fun. The striped holographic I thought went well with that. This is just a little piece of lace from my craft supply, but it does have that sort of holographic little sort of areas in it, so I thought that went. And then just a little star and a few little blings in there. So this one is, you know, totally blank with no words, so that could be used for anything. I have 6 sweet little nieces, and so these would be good for birthdays or whatever too, if I needed them for that. So that was my cards for the month of August. And then for the month of September, the theme was harvest, which would really go, you know, so many ways I feel like of harvest. I think of, when I think of harvest, I think of sort of fall, those warmer colors, leaves, pumpkins, that kind of thing. So I used a couple of pads. I used this one from Miss Sparkle & Company from Joann. Again, I'm sure from a couple of years ago, last year or the year before. And then I did use some from this one. This is the Woodland Forest from Pebbles. I think I also got this from Joann. But they definitely are kind of similar colors and style, and so they work really nicely together, I think. And then I also used this little stamp set from Joann from the Miss Sparkle & Company, and I used this little bear here. And then for one card and the other card, I also used the fox and the little rabbit. So that is what I used for these cards. The first card, I used a little bit of the Distress Oxide, the vintage photo, to just kind of darken the edges there. I love, of course, this leaf paper in the background. This pretty mustard paper has some leaves on it too, and I just tore the edges. That's one of my favorite looks, is to tear the edges. I tend to do that kind of often, but I just like the way that it sort of adds some layer and dimension and a little something interesting. I used the circle punch to cut out that little circle with the polka dots, and then just used a little scrap piece to make a little piece there. And then here is that little bear I just stamped. So I popped up the circle and then I popped up the bear to add a little dimension. And again, just blank on the inside on that one. And then my second card I made is where I used the other stamps. I added the little fox and the little rabbit, little woodland critters. Same color theme. I love that striped paper and the different colors in there. Use the rest of that little mustard paper with the leaves and some of that polka dot paper. So this one too, I feel like really you could send it as a little fall hello card, but this would be, I think, good for a birthday card. It's a little bit more masculine, or maybe even like a baby card or whatever. So yeah, that one is blank on the inside. So that is what I made for the harvest theme cards. And like I said, my goal is next month in November to be able to share with you October's and November's, and then I will be caught up. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.